Hello, welcome back to the Power Office. Today, I am finally going to be revealing my $100,000 setup. That's right, that's a lot of money.
I don't have any of this technology.
I've had a few setups in my day, and I'm very proud of where we've come as a channel. You know, I've been doing this for over 10 years now, so to see the progress over the years has been really cool, and I think today you're really going to like my new setup because, well, I do, so that's all that really matters. But before we do that, I want to show you guys kind of an update from The Office as well. Now, obviously, if you guys watch The Office Tour on the Power channel, you would have seen everything. Now, that is a month, 2 months ago, so I thought I'd fill in, you know, the update of The Office before we get into my setup, which is just down there, behind the loser fruit skin. This is Studio A. We didn't actually get to show it off in the Office Tour video because it was like part of a skit. Let's see what's going on in here. Wait, you're not supposed to be... Oh. Don't think we're going to show you guys that just yet. So it's only been a month or two, but we've already used Studio A to film a bunch of stuff. Lannon's used it for a couple shorts. You may have seen Kimchi eating some cheese down here. Originally for Studio A, we were going to have a pentagram, which is like that weird white thing that comes up the walls, but that was like 20, 30 grand. So instead, we got these, which are just different wallpapers that come down with different colors. So we got a black one, a green one, and a white one. Have we used the white one yet?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Okay, we have used it. All right. I don't know much, all right? And then this is kind of just like, yeah, all the cameras we have. So we've got a nice little charging rack for all of the battery needs. All the cameras, gimbals, camera equipment, lights, a lot of money got spent here. And a Polaroid camera as well. What do we use the Polaroid camera for? The Polaroid wall, obviously. There's everybody that works at Power or friends of Power who have visited the office so far. Got a nice little collection on the wall of epic gamers. You see yourself? That means you're epic. That's me. Oh, and that's Kimchi. Speaking of Kimchi, he's just around the corner. Hey, buddy. What's going on? What's going on, buddy? Anything to say to the camera? Sorry, buddy, you can't eat it. So Kimchi's obviously the first office dog here. I do plan to have Otto, my dog here, down soon. I've just got a bunch of shoots coming up in America. And then, yeah, keen to have him here. So you're gonna have Otto soon. You're gonna be good friends, okay? I hope so. Other additions that are new to the office, we have this big Red Bull fridge. Big thank you to Red Bull. This has been getting smashed, especially over PAX weekend when we're doing all these shoots. Really awesome to have some great partners with us at the Power Office, Red Bull being one of them. Now this is new, but not if you watch the 24-hour Power live stream at PAX. Now this is a soundproof booth. We didn't have one at the office, but now we do. Thanks to YouTube Gaming, by the way. Obviously they, you know, helped us sponsor the event and make it possible. But this thing costs like 15, 20 grand. So we're not gonna leave that there. We're gonna take it back to the office. It's a bit controversial at the placement of it right now. You know, it's blocking a little bit of the mojo. So we're probably gonna move it to another room at one point, but it costs like $1,000 to move it every time. So you live and you learn. But yeah, it's a fully soundproof room. Obviously I'm in here with a lav mic, so it's like whatever. Obviously you can hear me, but it's pretty soundproof, right? Like, you know, you can have a meeting here and no one's really hear what you're talking about. But yeah, this will be used for meetings and will be used for general purpose things because yeah, it's soundproof and that's lovely to have. So this room, obviously the girls just did a 50-hour live stream in here. They did 50 hours in here straight, and yeah. Anything to say, girls?
We haven't had a lot of sleep.
Yeah, 50 hours. I don't know what the convinces me to do it. It's like not down for that. Now, for those of you who want a podcast room update, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Nah, it's just like, look, this is where they operate a lot for the 50-hour stream. So like, look, just let us cook. Podcasts, it'll happen eventually. Maybe. This is one of my favorite beanbags of the office. It is very comfortable and people have already slept on it, especially during the live stream. I may have done it during a live stream. Now my setup, this is the final form or almost final form, but I actually got to see it way earlier. This was my first reaction. Okay, so this is my first time seeing the setup. It's not done yet, right? Like it's work in progress, right? Like, here we go, fingers crossed. Oh, whoa, it's actually like kind of done. I thought it wasn't done. Okay, this is actually sick. I'm actually excited now. Okay, this is actually epic. This is a setup. This is a setup. Alrighty, well here we go. We finally got here, the setup tour. Again, this is definitely the most expensive setup I've ever had making content on YouTube. So a big thank you to you guys for making it all possible. This is me reinvesting into the content. Let's have a look inside. Kimchi's not allowed in the office. only because it's carpet. Alrighty, here we are, biggest room I've ever had for a setup. I'm gonna kind of break it down for you all and kind of tell you everything. Like when I kind of gave the brief for this setup, I wanted everything to be practical. Everything had to have a purpose, a little cosmetic, you know, and I wanted it to also be creative. I wanted to feel like a room that I walk into and want to make content. I like to think we've achieved that. So let's start over here. This is kind of like my, you know, coffee table, chill area. This is where I catch up with some of the staff, go over production meetings and whatnot. Moving on from the table, over here we have our massive TV. This is actually where I get bullied because I'll sit here and Lachlan will pretty much critique my video and then make me feel like a piece of but yeah, you know, that's why I love having Lachlan upstairs. He gives me the feedback and he doesn't hold back. He doesn't hold back. And you know, hopefully we're making better videos because of it. And then we've got the console lineup. Obviously we've got all the big hitters here. PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch probably actually gets the most playtime on this TV. And then we've got a ASUS wireless router. ASUS has been a great partner in supplying a lot of the equipment for the office. And like I said, just like the computers, which you're about to see very soon, they've also helped us out with our wireless network as well, which is great for powering up our content here at the office. Gotta have some vegetation in the office, and this is my plant. It doesn't have a name, so if anyone in the comments wants to name my plant, feel free. Hopefully you guys can keep me in check to make sure that I am watering my plant because I don't want it to die. Well, that's the casual chill side of the office. Now we've got where the content happens, and there's a lot to break down. Now, before I show you the rest of the office tour, here's what a couple other YouTubers had to say about it before it was fully done.
Oh, damn.
So much content.
They've been working hard.
Damn, this makes my office look like shit.
This wall is cool.
It's very bright. It looks powered up.
This is so extra lucky.
I don't have any of this technology. This is weird. I feel like I'm a brokey. Like
Let's go straight to the actual office. So, obviously, first off, we have a massive desk. Like, this thing is huge, lots of space for activities, and there's a lot of activities happening. This is a Zen Space desk. This is actually a custom one. They do obviously the standing desk stuff, which is great. Standing desk setup is like one of my top tips for any content creators. It's hard to ignore, but yes, we do have a 4-monitor setup here. Shout out ASUS again for making it happen. We got 2 VG27s here and 2 PG259 monitors. Just like the computers, I've been using these monitors for the last 2 months. Great image quality, great response time. Nothing much else you can really ask for. We are dealing with a 2 PC setup here, and essentially what that means is this is one PC and this is my other PC. Gaming PC, streaming PC. And what it does is when I'm recording, it allows me to have a split kind of computer taking up that processing power to record it. And so that way I get better frames while playing. Problem is I still suck. Sometimes, I don't know. I'm getting better, I think. I don't know. Now let's jump into the computers that are actually powering this thing. So this is one of 2. And again, thank you to ASUS for making this possible. This thing is an absolute beast. Jumping into the specs, you can probably see it there with the rainbow LEDs on it. That is my graphics card, an RTX 4090. Obviously, the best graphics card available right now. The beast motherboard inside here is the ROG Z790 Hero. And that motherboard is needed because it is running the i9 13900K, which is one of the latest CPUs from Intel. This is a beast, and it has my logo. Here's a list of the other specs inside the PC as well, but again, this is only just one of 2. And for those interested, here's the second PC stats as well. Not as impressive, but they're still very good. I think everyone will be mad at me for saying they're not impressive. This one's still a beast too, but you know, that one's the big daddy. For the setup tour, the PC is like the be-all, end-all, and to have ASUS as a partner to help us out with these ones today has been incredible. If you guys want to check them out, link in the description. Next part of the setup, a crucial part of the setup, is the chair. Now, this is a Herman Miller chair, and I gotta tell you guys, if you're doing anything that involves you sitting down for a long period of time, you want to invest in your back health, get yourself a good chair. Herman Miller are the best chairs. I always tell every content creator, get a Herman Miller. Herman Miller, please sponsor me. I have been doing this. I've been telling everybody to get one. Back here into the setup, I've got my Beacon mixer over here that allows me to mix all the audio. And normally people use a Go XLR. I did used to use a Go XLR, but there's a lot of bugs with it. This is the latest tech that Squawk, person who helped set up my setup, which by the way, Thank you, Squawk, absolute goat for helping making this happen, Squawk and Billy. But yeah, this allows me to, you know, kind of change my volumes on the fly for me and the audience as well. Next up, we have the Stream Deck. There's a few Elgato pieces that we use for our setup. This is really nice, allows me to control all the lights in my room, and of course allows me to change the vibes on it, make it bright, make it not bright. I can change the color, but I can do it with Siri as well. Also allows me to turn on my lights for my videos. So these are the 3 Elgato stream lights, which a big thank you to Elgato for sending me as well. Can control all of my OBS settings, and this one up here, this one's kind of funny. This one is Fortnite up, and it's 1-to-1. I swear to God, this tells me before the guys on Twitter tell me. Diving into the peripherals, we of course have our Rig headset. This is the newly released 900. Now I've been using this one for the last couple months. Absolutely love it. This is my charging dock station, which by the way, if you guys don't use wireless headsets, and I used to not use them for the longest time, they're actually so nice. It's so nice to game without having wires like connected to your head. Like, it is a W, and it's been great working with Nikon and Rig. They're obviously, you know, they're on the jersey, guys. Diving into the mouse and keyboard, I have my G Pro Superlight. Highly recommend this. I am trying a few different, you know, mouses right now to see what I like, because I haven't changed off of this in a few years, but I'm very used to it. Love this mouse. Next up, this one's actually new for me. This is the SteelSeries Apex keyboard. Real name on screen, not sponsored, either of these two. Now, a lot of Fortnite pros actually use this keyboard, and I'm trying to get better, so I ordered it. Hasn't changed much, not gonna lie. But it does allow you to customize the actuation pressure of the keys via software, which is cool. So I can make my edit key more sensitive, so I can press louder on it so I can edit faster. Haven't messed around with too much of the tech on it, but it is a pretty nice keyboard. Now, the mouse and keyboard I obviously use for Fortnite, but when we're playing another game like Rocket League or Fall Guys, got my Nikon controller right here. Maybe one day, power Nikon controllers, maybe one day. But yeah, really nice controller. It has buttons on the back, which isn't too crazy, but they've actually got buttons on the grip as well, which is like really nice. Jumping into the audio visual of the setup, we have our Shure SM7B, which connects all the way into a Wave XLR from Elgato. So that's my mixer for the microphone itself. We tested a few different things at first with this setup, and the microphone kind of just landed back with Shure SM7B. That linked up with a mixer is you're good to go. Camera-wise, we're rocking a Sony a7 III, and the lens is a
24-70 GM 2.8. It's a really good lens.
A really good lens. I'm gonna use that on your audio. Look, I'm not the camera guy. The guy behind the camera, Bryce, is the camera guy. Cool little Charizard. We love Charizard, but more than Charizard, we do love Red Bull. Obviously, you've probably seen that in the background already. Nice little neon sign. Got some fresh Red Bull on deck when we're grinding some fort. It's great to have a lot of amazing partners here at the office, and yeah, I love everything we're doing with Red Bull. A lot of stuff happening later this year as well, which you guys are gonna see on this channel. And then over here, we have a green screen. Well, the cool thing about this setup, and it is very extra, but this whole thing, you may have noticed, it's on a platform. This whole setup here on this platform can pivot on 360 degrees. It kind of works like this. So you can actually, if you jump off, you can actually like rotate it, and I can switch the background. So now I can face the door, and they'll be like, who's coming through the door? I don't know who's coming through the door. She said the other setups need to face the door.
This might be the most unnecessary feature I've ever seen in a setup. So you can do 360s as you hit 360 no scopes in Fortnite or something. It's kind of cool though. I'm definitely not jealous.
If you watch Sidemen Among Us, you may have noticed that was a camera up in the corner over there. And then Lachlan used it to find out if I was imposter. Should have moved the desk around, that would have got him good. And that is the full studio tour. Now, before we wrap it up, I do want to remind you guys at home, budding content creators out there, just want to remind you, you don't need a setup like this to create content. When I first started off making YouTube videos 10 years ago, I had the crummiest PC that could barely play Minecraft that I got from working shifts at Kohl's. And you know, then building my way up from there and working with companies to actually build a cool setup like this. This is definitely very extra, but for me and my priorities of what I wanted out of this was A, to be practical, and B, to be as creative as a space as possible. And I think we really did a great job of achieving that, because I've been using this for 2 months and I just want to sit here and make videos all day. So a lot more videos to come. Big thank you to those guys who are following the journey of this office, the creators here, and the team power as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.